What's going on, guys? 14 Silver X back and working on our Doodle Jump game. Last video that I uploaded was on some viewer code that I got pretty mad at because I don't know, but the viewer found out the problem, thankfully, or else I might have just raged. And so on that video, just read some of the comments. Some of they say I messed up, which I did, but I don't know how. And then there's the viewer saying how they fixed it and stuff. So now we'll just continue on with the rest of our Doodle Jump thing. I didn't upload a video last time, and I've actually been working on my game that's I'm trying to get done by this Friday, and I have a basic alpha version, testable version done. So that's accomplished. So now I have some spare time, I guess you could call it, ish. Anyway, so I'll just show you that at the end. So now, last time, I believe I told you, or at least not in the viewer code video, because I was just pissed off, in the last Doodle Jump video, that we're going to make our person shoot little pellet things at the enemies so that they will die. Alright, so yeah, let's make our pellets. So first, we need a new sprite. Call it pellet, and I bet you I misspelled it. But I don't care right now. So, because they don't really see how you spell it unless you do something that makes you see how you spell it. But anyway, I digress. Let's go into the image editor and make a pellet. And I'll just do that. Actually, so reading some of the comments on some of my videos, I got a pretty good suggestion for the next tutorial. We will be making asteroids. So we'll be able to combine a couple of elements from the other games to make this game, which will be good because this is why I'm showing you how to make these games, so you can learn some of the basic elements. And because you can know how to make these games for some reason and stuff like that. But anyway, continuing on, we make our pellet. Now, I don't know how you shoot, like in a Doodle Jump game, like if you can only shoot up, down, left, and right, or you just shoot up. From that one picture I saw, it looked like you just shoot up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make our pellet shoot upward. Alright, so now make a new object with our pellet. Name it pellet, except you'll probably spell it better than I can. And like all projectile stuff, when it goes outside of the room, it gets destroyed. Alright, and now when it collides with an enemy, no, change that, collision with the parent, so it hits both enemies, then it destroys the other, and why don't we get some points for that? Alright. And now we should have something that gives us pellets. And I don't know what the power-up icon is in Doodle Jump, and I don't really feel like looking. So I'll just make it... You know what? Why don't we look? Or something. Should we look? Maybe? I don't know. No, not really feeling it. I'll just make it a flower. If it is a flower, that's pretty amazing, because that was just a guess. Alright, so let's edit this sprite. Make a flower. A sort of game-looking flower. You know, and it looks like that. And then you go like, ew. There we go. Yeah, well, yeah. That will do, I guess. So there's our flower. And I'm going to modify the mask to make it the full image so that you just don't have to hit that tiny flower. And each flower will give you like, what, 10 pellets. So now we need a new sprite for the player. Makes it look like it's shooting. So I'm going to duplicate our player friend here. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to have to do something with it. Actually, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to stretch the canvas by 200%. No, that stretches the image. Resize canvas 200% by keeping all the stuff in the middle. There we go. So now him, make him look a little bit different. So now we take this yellow, and then we just, instead of using an eraser, because sometimes the eraser just isn't, just isn't that good at doing certain things because it has blurry stuff. We're going to do that. Alright, now do this, and he's all like that. What am I drawing? I have no idea. Yeah, it will just look like that, and you know, pew pew. And we'll move that one there. Alright. So now we have to put the origin back, and we're going to modify the mask so that it's not this full image because that's a bit too big. So we're not going to do precise. We're still going to do rectangle, except we're going to do manual. So you want to go left 16, top 16. Then you want to subtract 16 from this number, and I don't want to do math. Something 7, 47. There we go. Look at that. Alright, so you want to make it that 32 by 32 square. You just want to make the canvas bigger in order to capture all images. And it should be the same. There we go. And it doesn't matter if his mouth is out that much. Alright. Actually, you should have done this to the player one, but I didn't do that, so I'm just going to do that. Yes, I said correct. Alright, so here's our player. We just need to reset the sprite. And this one, you have to reset the sprite. Collision with rocket. Where does it reset? Where does it change the sprite? Oh. What is this one? This one makes it into the rocket. Yes. No. Player. Right. This one. Okay. So. Now we want to shoot. Right. And so. Ooh! Important. For advanced users who have the Pro Edition. I just found out this marvelous thing called triggers. Right. Now, usually when we had to check stuff, we had to do alarms, right? And like when you wanted to see if Rocket T was smaller than 0, you set alarm 1 or 1 and stuff to like activate the thing. Instead, all you have to do, well, I don't know if we work here, but I'm not going to try to think. All you would really have to do is go to triggers, add modify triggers, right? And then you add one. And then you say, I don't know, like rocket time over. And then you use the coding stuff. And basically, all these events, when something happens, it always checks for it. So whenever it's true, then the action happens. And to check whether something not is true, you can use an if statement, but you want to, for like computer science people, you use return. And Nick Knight 8 is matching me. Hold on, Nick Knight 8. I am making a video. You may know Nick Knight 8 from when we did the Minecraft video. I don't think we ever continued with that. A, because he honestly just couldn't jump. And we have been having trouble with Minecraft. I acknowledge. Actually, hold on a minute. Okay. We are recording. Are we? Every time I pause it, just want to check. Alright, so that's okay. Alright, so yeah. Return rocket T, or we just called it rock T or something. Yeah, we called it rock T less than 0. So now whenever rock T is less than 0, you just basically make your own event. I just thought that was pretty cool. And we'll be using that maybe later in like advanced games. But yes. It was completely awesome. I was just like, oh, I could have used this for. No. Okay. So back to our thing. Now we want to make a new variable called pellets. And we start out with 0. Alright. So now if we collide with the flower, yay, flower. When we collide with the flower, it gives us like 10 pellets. So we're going to duplicate collision with flower, delete, set pellet, not pellet 10. I pressed the tab key. Pellet to 10. Relative. Alright. So now we're going to do keyboard press. It's keyboard press space. So now when the space key is pressed, right, I'm going to change sprite into player subimage 2. Speed 0. And we're going to say that we lost a pellet. Caps lock. -1 relative. Right. And we're going to make a pellet shoot out of our mouth. So we'll make a pellet relative speed. What should the speed be? 32 for now. Direction 90 for up. Right. So that makes the pellet. Then when we release the space key, our sprite goes to the normal player. Let's try it out. Ooh, no. First, when we hit the flower, we want the flower to destroy so we don't just get infinite number of pellets, which would sort of be like overpowered a bit. We also do not want to be able to shoot pellets if we're in a rocket. So we say rock T smaller than, let's say 1, just for the heck of it. Smaller than 1. Right? So we save. I'm forgetting something. The platforms must make a flower. Let's put that, let's just make another chance. 1 out of 15. To make a flower right there. Alright, let's try this out. You don't know what a flower is, pellet plus equal 10. What? Collision with flower. Pellet. Because I said pellets. Just get rid of the S. Ver blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Because it's the name of an object. You happy now? Yes. There's a flower. Ah! Important! Flower must be able to move. Like a spring. And it must be destroyed when it's outside of the room. Simple fix, unlike adding comments. I want to forget that day. Anyway, now! Full screen. Aha! Pew! Pew 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 pew! Pew! I did not check to make sure that we have the required amount of pellets. Pew 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 pew! Okay. First, let's change the origin to y equaling 31. So the flower doesn't look weird. Next, when we press the space, we have to make sure rocket T is smaller than 1, and we have to make sure that pellet larger than 0. Step, just to make sure that if pellet smaller than 0, just for some reason, pellet is equal to 0. Now, we run the game. Pew pew! Pew 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 pew! I can't shoot. Good, because we're in the rocket, and that's what should happen. Ooh! I just doubled rockets. Ooh! I just tripled rockets. Ooh! I just quadrupled rocket. Oh. So I got a lot of flowers from that. Let me just waste the pellets. No, stop getting flowers. Alright, so now, see, I ran out of pellets. No, I wanted. Alright, so now we have to make sure that I can kill people if they actually show up, which they aren't. Which I want to know why that's happening. Whee! Pew! Where are enemies? Oh. Would that have anything to do with it? I don't know. Do 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 do. Ba-da-da-da. There's nothing that says create a enemy. Oh, maybe that's because that's supposed to be this one. And we want to make sure that there's not too many objects in the room. Is smaller than 4, so we have a maximum of 3. Blah da 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 da. And now we will kill the enemies. Hopefully. Ah, if you would stay on screen. Pew pew pew! Haha! Ah! So there's 4 enemies. Whatever. You can just change the variable. But yeah, so thank you for watching. We can now go pew 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 at enemies and they will die. Yay! Where are my platforms? That just brought flashbacks from that viewer code of about like the not making platforms thing. And whenever I make enemies. Interesting! We will continue on this discovery next video. Don't forget to save your game. And please subscribe if you are subscribed. Thank you very much. Now, let me show you what I have been working on. I believe I showed you this before. This is my fighting game starring real people. I was able to get one sprite in. So here's my character select screen. Now, the thing I wanted to do was to be able to make so that you can have the same object, but two people can control them without, like, you know, one controller being able to control both. So I was able to do that and stuff. So, like, here's one. I'm going to change health bars later because it's going to be an online game, so the health bars will be floating over your head. At least the opponent's head, and then your health bar will be up here. So here's the game. Starts out so you can walk left, right, crouch, jump. You can control your jump, but you can't just like switch directions in mid-air. You can jump straight and then move, but like you can go, but then you can try to stop. I'm using a wireless PS2 controller thing that works with computers. And the square or button 2, or what's it on Xbox? I don't know. But that's your arm attack. And if you press it again in quick succession, you do a alternate arm attack. I'm going to change that so that you can do angled ones to start knocking your opponent up instead of using this overpowered X button, which instantly launches opponents into the air. Triangle, or like the top button, is for your leg, and you can also do an alternate leg attack. Circle is for a weapon, alternate weapon attack. Notice that each of these attacks drain energy. This will be an important concept in order to not make people able to do infinite overpowered combos, but you'll be able to like extend combos and stuff later. Anyway, you can also do crouching attacks. The special one doesn't work. I have the inputs up here. So for like special attacks, I have one special attack in already. If you press on the movement button, which I'm going to change eventually to X, and sort of so I don't have that overpowered attack, you can charge. So like if I were to drain energy, shown here, then I press. You automatically gain energy over time by standing because you're not doing anything. Crouching, you gain less energy, and walking, you gain less energy. Running, you gain no energy, or you can just gain energy by charging, like so. If you want to face the other direction, you have to be running. The right trigger, R2, you can run, and allowing you to switch directions. You cannot run in mid-air. And then you can walk through people while running, but if you're not running, you can push them. And if you land on them, you get sort of pushed away. There's still stuff to fix. With the left trigger, you can block, and there's a crouching block. There is no jumping block. I will add air maneuver so you can avoid stuff. I've made it so you can deal damage to the other guy, and the combo number shows up there. Oh yes, and you can also do moving attacks. This character has no moving leg attack as of yet. His health does go down. He can actually get knocked out. And let me show you the significance of... jumping attacks also work. This one keeps you in the air and also pops him into the air. This one instantly kicks him straight down. This one kicks him or launches them down at an angle. So that you can do that, and then they just like bounce onto the ground. Then they can either press the up. I just had a second controller here, so they can press up, or after a couple of seconds they stand up on their own. But then you can like do air combos like so. 7-hit combo. Or Pam. Rap, hap, 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 hap. But still, you have to watch your energy. And also, if they're blocking you, let's see. See, they lose energy based on the amount of damage, but if they block and you hit them like right when they block, you get pushed away. Like that, see? You can also do a crouching block, which blocks all these crouching attacks, but a standing block does not protect against a crouching block. Like that. And now he's knocked out. And it says, KO! And I'm more happy, so I'm going to go, yeah, buddy! Anyway. I also had the image automatically darken, so you know that there's a second character. What else? Think. Oh yeah, so you can also hit them from behind, yielding different results. They cannot block you if you're attacking them from behind. And also you can have block-breaking moves. For example, if you're crouching and blocking, my moving sword, it's like a very high attack that will be able to break low blocks like that. Except it doesn't seem to be working right now. I think I got rid of the block breaking because that made it overpowered. Oh yes, so and then wham, and then whap, and that. And whenever he hits off the wall, sometimes he does like this weird movement. Oh yes, you can also roll, sort of. I don't have the animation yet, but or else I would be able to spam like that. And now you can just go whoop, and then whap. I'd be like, oh no! So then, let me push myself to a corner. Go whoop, and then that never gets old. I don't even know why that happens. Probably because I had to put so much patches. I'm eventually going to make the characters bigger, which makes them more high def, and hopefully will improve some of the collision stuff. Whoop-pow! I actually got pissed at this game that I was making because there were just so many glitches and I had to make so many specific patches that I lost it. I was trying not to curse. I think I said one curse word once in that rant. The rest was filled with euphemisms. But anyway, let me waste some energy here. Oh wait, special attacks, of course. So if you go facing right, down, yeah, because you're not really going to see any of these combos because I'm going to try to keep them to myself so you can try to figure them out on your own when you do story mode or something like that. Anyway, but this one is a free one. Down, right, and A, you throw a kunai. You can do this quickly, or you can even hold buttons like this, and it does that. Or you can even hold charge for like long button configurations. This attack can also be done in the air, like so. I'm going to have this attack hit on the ground, so even if they're lying down, you can still hit them. Yeah. Ah! 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 The knife sort of knocks him back a little bit too much. Get out of there! Ah! But yeah. Oh, when you run out of energy, of course. Waste. So now he's out of energy. He becomes immobile. And he's just there panting. And his energy will slowly regain. You can either smack him into consciousness, which you can sort of miss, and you just smack them once, and then they just become healed, and then they'll just try to run away and charge. But then he's going to heal or regain energy over some time, and then you see that, and he's all better. But now he must die! And then he's dead. Or he's knocked out. It's not going to be a very bloody game as a first, so I can like sell it, for teens, because my little brother, I want to have him to be able to play it. And if people's heads are falling off, that's not going to bode well for mis padres. So anyway, yes, we will continue Doodle Jump. I just thought I would catch you up on that. Nothing really much to go over next in Doodle Jump. If you want to see anything else, put into Doodle Jump, because I actually don't really know much more. I guess the best we can do is put a moving background and change enemy sprites. But that's it, and you should already know how to do that from the Sculling Shooter lesson. So actually, next episode... Oh wait, we have to fix that problem, of course, so I will show you that next episode. We will fix that problem that I do not want to talk about. And then after that, if we do fix it, and I still have my sanity, we will start on asteroids. So yes, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.